This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Edalis, Dre, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing, Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Bana, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alyss, Caden, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxton, Nicole, Terry, Hollow, Rebecca, Allison, Jacqueline, Jakaria, Mina, Lilith, Ange, Jasmine, Lizard, Haley, Kiki, Illyria, Lady Demista, Zebra, Lala, Ari, Amy, Busy, Molly, Xylosaurus Rex, Lunaris Galaxia, Maya, Novastar, Annie, Tori, Ariel, and Bolchi. If you'd like to support this channel and get some pretty nifty perks such as exclusive weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. Good morning, good morning. You slept a lot and now I can see your eyes opening, which is good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Hi. So, don't be alarmed. I promise nothing is wrong. I promise everything is okay. You are in your bed. You are just not laying in it in the way that you are probably used to laying in it. So, if you are okay, let me explain. First, are you hydrated? Do you need any water? Or anything else to drink, because I can get that for you right now if you need it. Good, actually. That's actually good. That is a good sign that you are feeling hydrated. Okay, let's start from the beginning then. So, do you remember what happened last night? Okay, maybe you didn't remember the entirety of what happened last night, but do you remember how last night started? Do you remember what the big event was last night? Yep. Okay, good. Step 1 complete. So you know you were over at Jenny's house. I was also over at Jenny's house. There were a bunch of people over at Jenny's house. Well, as there is for a game night, but the game night happened, and do you remember all of that? Okay, good. And so as the game night happened, you started to look more tired and more tired and more tired. Okay, you didn't talk about it, so that's good to know. Long day at work will obviously do that to you, but you were exhausted. And it got to the point where everyone was filing out, and I was staying behind because I promised that I would help clean up after the party. But at a certain point, the only people that were there were the people who had had too much to drink that said they were going to stay over, the hosts, and you and I. And because there were people who got intoxicated that said they would stay over, and they had already planned on it, all of the rooms were in use. And I don't know about you, but I don't think it would have been a good idea to have you sleeping in a room with an intoxicated person, regardless of how well we know them. Okay, good. I am glad that you agree with that, because that was the thing that I was worried about the most. So I talked to Jenny and I said, hey, call me in the morning, call me when we get there. I'm going to take her back to her place make sure that she's all set, because you were exhausted and you literally were not in a place where you could drive. It was like an 8. Maybe there's like a 5% chance that you could have driven yourself home, but in all likelihood, you would have ended up in a ditch somewhere. Yeah, you could not keep your eyes open for more than, I don't know, 25 seconds in a row. So I carried you out to my car. Yes, I carried you out to my car. First of all, you are not that heavy. Second of all, do you not see these guns? Come on now. Don't play it down like I'm not. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm sorry if that made you uncomfortable. I'm very sorry. I did not mean to. You got me. So that's also good that you still have a sense of humor about you. So I drove you back to my place and I carried you into the house, and you were still kind of fighting in and out of consciousness. So I asked you how you were doing, and you said really, really tired. And I said, well, no, no, duh. And so I asked, are you ready to go to bed? And you said yes. And so I carried you upstairs. And we went into my bedroom, because even though this has an upstairs and a downstairs, it is only a 1-bedroom place, which is weird. You would think it would be at least 2 from the size of it, but it's not. And I put you in the bed, and I was going to leave. And then you said, I'm not comfortable. And of course, whenever I'm with my guest, I always want them to feel as comfortable as possible. So I said, what could make you more comfortable? And you said, I don't like this position. And it was funny because you kind of sounded like you were intoxicated. Obviously you're not, but I can super duper relate, because sometimes when I am super tired, I also sound intoxicated. So I know how to get on that level and talk. So I was like, okay, so what do you need from me then? Or what do you need in order to feel more comfortable? You said, I don't like this position. I want to be perpendicular. And you said it. And you said it like that too, multiple times. You were almost like, you hummed it. You're like, perpendicular, multiple times to me. And I said, okay, perpendicular to what? And you said, the headboard. I said, okay, all right, perpendicular to the headboard. And I was like, so do you need me to move you? And you said, yep. And so I did. And so I put you like in the middle of the bed, perpendicular, and you were able to fit because, it's a queen. So, and oh my goodness. And then I'm like, okay, so is that all you need? Do you feel more comfortable now? And you go, mm-hmm. And I said, okay, all right, sounds good. I am going to go downstairs and lay on the couch, and I will see you in the morning. And then so I turn around expecting to just leave, and you go, mm-mm. Mm-mm, what? You're like, mm-mm. And I'm like, oh, you come on, gotta use your words with me. And you said, I want a pillow. And I said, oh my God, of course you want a pillow. Duh, that's so stupid of me. So then I get the pillow from the top of the bed, and then I say, lift your head up, and you see that you open your eyes at least for a long enough period of time to see that I have a pillow in my hand, and you go, mm-mm. I go, okay, what? This is a pillow though. And you said, you're a pillow. I was like, ha 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 ha, very funny. We're good at making jokes. Seriously though, lift your head up so I can put this pillow under you. And you said, mm-mm. You're the pillow. And I said, okay, I think I get it now. And then I reiterated and I said, so just to confirm, you want to lay on top of me as a pillow? And you said yes. And in my head, I'm like, okay, sure. This isn't, I don't think, crossing any boundaries as long as you're just laying your head on top of me. And I was also, honestly, pretty tired. Obviously not tired to the level that you were, but definitely could have gone for some honk shoes. I hate to tell you, but you're more of a honk me, but I'm definitely a honk shoe. Don't look so embarrassed. I'm retelling you the story exactly as it happened, and there's no need for any shyness or embarrassed nature at all. Okay? Okay. So, I asked you what you wanted to lay on. You said my stomach. I said, okay. And so I got the pillow and pushed it down a little bit further and positioned myself right under your head and laid it right gently down on top of my stomach. And that is how this all happened. Oh, I do actually have a reason for that. You told me in your when you were about to go to sleep that you really liked having your hair stroked. Hey, no, hey. And I said, are you sure about that? How can I actually believe you on that one? Because letting you lay on top of me, you kind of have control of that. And also at the angle that it is, but me making physical contact with you, that's a little bit more, boundary pushing. And you said, no, I promise. My sister used to do it to me all the time when we were young, and it would always calm me down and help me sleep. And you also said that you would remember, that would be like a, okay, good. So I did it. And then you went to sleep, and then I went to sleep, and then I guess I've just been absent-mindedly doing it ever since. The reason that it's like muscle memory is because I used to also do that for my younger sister when she would have nightmares. Yeah, she would always come into my room, and she would kind of actually do the same thing that you're doing right now. She would lay kind of like diagonally onto my chest, and I would stroke her hair and put my hands through it and like massage her scalp. Yeah, so I guess I didn't even think about it this way, but I have had to practice at this, I guess. So how are you feeling now that we've had the chance to have this conversation? I hope nothing is awkward or. Okay, good. Because now that we've gotten past this part of the story, I do have one more thing to bring up to you that if none of this was awkward, this will definitely be awkward, I think. Do you mind if I continue stroking your hair while I tell you this to maybe make a bit more of a relaxed atmosphere, perhaps? Okay, no, let's get this out of the way. I promise, if you couldn't have told from my absolute need for consent, it is nothing I did. It is completely about something that you said. And I wouldn't lie to you about anything like this. I literally can't lie. Whenever I try to lie, my face like goes pink, like past red into pink, and I can't keep eye contact at all. And I have had no desire to break eye contact from you at all. So here we are. And if you want to look me in the eyes when I say this, you can. If you don't have to. You said one final thing to me before you fell asleep while I was massaging your head. Yes, it is important. Otherwise, I wouldn't be bringing it up. But and it could have been just something that you randomly said and you weren't really thinking right because you were super tired. But you did tell me that you had a crush on me. You did. And you did it in the cutest way that I have ever seen. It was the last coherent sentence that you said, and you looked up at me, or at least you tried to look up at me as much as your head could muster, and you said, "This wasn't the way I was planning on spending the first night with my crush, but I guess it'll do." And then I swear, within 10 seconds, you were out like a light with a smile on your face. No. Hey, look at me. Do not go about blushing. So, even though the blushing may give me a hint towards one way or the other, I before we continue the conversation, I gotta ask, is that something that was real, or was it something that, tired you just kind of made up in your mind and it was just fictitious? Sure, I think I know the answer to that, but I would like your confirmation regardless. No, it's not because I am teasing you. It is because then I will be aware of how I move forward with the situation. Thank you very much. Okay, you have now answered, and now I will tell you. I also have a crush on you. Do not look so surprised. Do you think I would do this for anyone? Do you think I would just let anyone in the world lay their head uponst my stomach? That's like prime real estate. You can't get that if I don't feel something towards you. And honestly, if I didn't have a crush on you, the cute way that you admitted it to me would have done it alone. No, yeah, I wouldn't take care of someone like that I didn't care a lot about. Like I said, I've done this type of stuff for my sister. I've done this type of stuff for my mother. And now you are added to the list of people that I have done stuff like this for because I have a crush on you too. Although crush kind of sounds a little bit immature. I just like you as a person, as a potential romantic partner. Yeah, you're cute. You're sweet. When we share the same trait of getting tired and kind of seeming like we're intoxicated, I think it'll be the perfect match. And what did you mean then by it wasn't the way that you expected spending the first night with your crush? What did you mean then? Although I will say I'm glad that was the way our story started. I that would have been prefer. I would have preferred that as well. So we have two options right now. A, we can get up, I can go make us some breakfast, and we can decide what we're gonna do for our first date. Or B, we can spend the entire day in bed and just rest and enjoy each other's company. an ambitious girly. I am with it. Why not do both? Well, then, how about you hop your cute butt out of bed? I have some extra toothpaste. I have a extra toothbrush, some extra toothpaste, all like some Noxema in the bathroom for you to get ready. And why don't you meet me downstairs? I'll have breakfast ready and we'll decide what we do on our first date. And then we'll do it. And then we will come back and, and then we'll go pick up your car, which is still at Jenny's house. And then we will come back and then we will cuddle for the afternoon and night. It sounds perfect to me too. Okay. All right. I will meet you down there. But first, can I get another one planted on these lips? Perfect. And that has given me all of the power that I need to go and make my famous Eggs Benedict. You are going to love it. I add the perfect amount of spices and herbs, and it is so delicious. Personally, my favorite thing that I make for breakfast.